Hey everyone, it's October 29th, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share with serial killer John Frank Hickey, known as the Postcard Killer, who murdered at least 3 victims beginning in the late 1800s. And that is him right up there. One of America's first serial killers, Hickey was born in 1865 in Lowell, Massachusetts, and was reportedly abused by his father as a child. Baptized as a Catholic, he became active in the First Congregational Church as a teen, a Protestant denomination, and was an official at the local YMCA. He was a Freemason, rising in rank until he was expelled from the group in 1895 for stealing 20 gallons of alcohol. The lodge was unaware that his crimes were far, far worse than just stealing booze. In 1883, Hickey contacted the police to alert them to the death of a pharmacist at a drugstore where they both worked. He claimed that the dead man had been despondent and had ingested poison to kill himself. His story was believed, though he later confessed that this was his first murder. In 1896, Hickey left Lowell and traveled across the Northeast for the next few years, taking short-term jobs wherever he went. In 1902, he came across an 11-year-old newsboy in New York City. Hickey told the boy he'd buy all of his papers if he came with him to Central Park. When the boy agreed, he proceeded to strangle the child and leave his body in the park atop his pile of newspapers. His next known murder victim was 9 years later when he saw a 7-year-old boy playing at a clothing store. He gave the boy some pennies to buy candy and then took him to an outhouse behind a nearby saloon. In that small space, Hickey strangled and molested the child, dumping the body into the toilet. The boy was thought to have just gone missing, and police had no leads with any of the murders Hickey had committed. On October 30th, 1911, a postcard was received at the police station saying that the child could be found dead in the bottom of a water closet with 3 seats back of the saloon near Doyle's on Ridge Road. That led investigators to the body of the boy, and additional postcards started to arrive, being sent to the police, local newsrooms, and even the parents of the victim. He wrote to the parents saying, "I killed your boy Joey because I abused him first and then I strangled him. He died very quiet, just stuck his tongue out and never moved. He is the first kid I killed that never fought. He just laid down and died. And when he was quiet, I took him up and cast him down in that outhouse. I am also the murderer of 12 more kids." His postcards often described the crime in great detail, but mail at the time was virtually untraceable, so they were no closer to catching the culprit. The police had the media publish copies of them, asking the public for help identifying the handwriting. Several readers recognized it as belonging to Hickey, and he was quickly arrested and confessed to 3 murders and numerous other molestations. Based on his postcards and records of missing persons, it's believed that he may have killed as many as a dozen other victims. 2 other serial killers that targeted children, Albert Fish and Peter Kuzanowski, were also active in the area at the time, however, so it's unclear which unsolved crimes belonged to each. Hickey was convicted of second-degree murder and avoided execution, with members of the jury saying they thought he was incapable of controlling himself. Hickey spent the remainder of his life behind bars in Auburn Correctional Facility, where he died in 1922. If this is your birthday, hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to John Frank Hickey, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.